Shalom. I would like to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kwakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace to the old full lake scattered abroad at the four corners of the earth. So breaking news. USMC calls for deployment of battalion of U.S. Marines in Taiwan. And this is from the MSN. So notice how this is after the U.S. just deployed over 2,000 troops over there in the Middle East because of the situation that's going on in the land of Israel right now. So we're seeing how the stage is really being set for World War III, the War of Armageddon. So if anybody remembers, President Biden said this a while ago. He said that if China invades Taiwan, the U.S. is going to get involved. And so the way things is looking, China definitely has their sights on invading Taiwan. We just don't know when, but some experts believe that China will possibly do it in 2024. And China's military is even looking into the logistics of it, how they would go about doing it. And so the stage is definitely set, man. I mean, let's take it back. What was it, over a year ago? You had Russia invade Ukraine. Fast forward to today, you have the war that's going on in the land of Israel right now. And the U.S. backs Israel. They're allied with them. And so that's not a good thing because you have other countries, these other Arab nations that dislike the U.S. for what they've done and the things that they're currently doing. And so what is this? This is a recipe for war, man. And so the war that's going on in Israel, man, this is prophecy. I mean, when I first heard about it, and this was going on 2 weeks now, right? I immediately thought of Jeremiah 49:20, the least of the flock shall draw them out. And Amalek, like I said, they have a close relationship with the U.S. And so naturally, they're going to get backed by the U.S. So anyway, I'm just going to read the first article, the first paragraph of this article, I'm sorry. In a thought-provoking article published by the U.S. Naval Institute, Second Lieutenant Hunter Kelly, a member of the United States Marine Corps, USMC, has called for the deployment of a battalion of U.S. Marines in Taiwan. He referred to this potential garrison of 800 or more Marines as the to-pay tripwire. Kelly believes that such a deployment could serve as a powerful deterrent to any military actions envisioned by military planners in Beijing. And that's their intent with their deployment that they did in the Middle East. They don't really want to go to war. They don't want it to get to that point, but it's going to. So this kingdom is really on borrowed time right now. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when this war escalates and goes all out. So I'm just going to read a few scriptures. So this is Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe was past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. So the Bible speaks about World War One, World War Two, and World War Three. Remember, this is all prophecy. And so many people don't understand that. They just believe that this this situation is not going to escalate. You know, some people are in denial. They think that nuclear war wouldn't happen because it would mean complete destruction. It would mean the end of the United States. And what the people fail to realize is that America is Babylon the Great in the scriptures, and this place is going to be wiped out no matter what. And so, you know, this is a good thing. You know, everything that we're seeing going on, if you're in the right spirit, if you understand prophecy, you should know that the Most High, he's getting ready to move in and have his plans be fulfilled. Okay? But before the destruction of this place, man, I always say this, you know, Revelation 13 and 16, that prophecy has to be fulfilled before the destruction, man. And another thing that's interesting is that I think that these wars that we see going on right now is going to lead to the strain of the U.S. economy. I mean, this happened in years prior, wars prior, you know, World War One and World War Two, where the country gathered as much of its resources as possible, you know, and they put all that energy, all that effort towards the war. And back then, you even had a draft. So there's likely to be a draft in the next war, the next World War, World War III. You know, what experts have weighed in and given their thoughts on that, and they say that they don't even have the bodies for this. They don't have the might. I mean, we're seeing how the U.S. military is already starting to be stretched out now. They got troops deployed in the Middle East. They got troops deployed in Asia and Taiwan. And so this is a tough this is a tough war to fight. That's why they don't want to fight. That's why they got the troops over there deployed, and their intent is for it to be a deterrent. They don't really want to fight, man. They don't really want to go to war. But it's going to happen. Which leads me to my next scripture. Revelation 17 and 17. For the Most High for the Most High has put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. So no matter what, the Most High is going to have his will be done, okay? He's going to put it in the minds of these nations to go to war with one another, to push the nuclear button, which may seem like insanity to the average person, but all of this has a purpose. All of this has to happen. And it's not like it's going to be where the whole world is just going to be engulfed by flames. No, the destruction is really just going to be taking place in certain key areas. You understand? And the scriptures speak about how the U.S. is going to be drawn out over there into the Levant, the Middle East area. You understand? So we're seeing how prophecy is playing out right before our eyes, and it's beautiful, man. It's a good thing. So let me read this again, verse 17. For the Most High has put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. And the beast is NATO and the EU. which is ultimately um, really headed by the United States. You know, the United States is a unofficial head of NATO and the EU, unofficial head, and these happen to be Edomite kingdoms, Edomite nations, okay, that are involved in this collective, and it's headed by who? Esau, the Edomites. And so, continue on. The woman which thou sawest is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth. So, in the roundabout way, this is speaking about America. Okay? And so, you have these collectives of these nations, right? And they conspire with one another, and they're aligned with one another. But the irony is that these nations, they're going to turn on America, man. Ultimately, they're going to have their their sights set on America for this place to be destroyed. And this may sound far-fetched to a lot of people, man, but this is all biblical prophecy. You know, this is something that can't be stopped. So I'm going to close on that. Hope y'all found this video edifying. Shalom.